Let's do it. We have some more Philadelphia Eagles breaking news here in NFL free agency early on a Tuesday as Howie Roseman continues to make Howie Roseman-like moves. This one, another one of them, really good value. Sneaky good signing in signing. Linebacker Nicholas Morrow to a one-year contract. Played really well for the Chicago Bears last year. I think this is going to be your Kaiser White replacement. Jeremy Fowler first on the news that Nicholas Morrow inked this contract with Philadelphia last year in 2022 with Chicago. 116 tackles, 11 tackles for loss in 17 starts with the Bears last year. Really started to find his footing and turn some heads after the Roquan Smith trade as well, because he went back to his normal position of weak side linebacker. Here's more of a background on Morrow, who played Division III football at Greenville. Now he's getting paid by the Birds, the defending NFC champs, has an opportunity to really continue his NFL career in impressive fashion. 27 years old, 79 games throughout his NFL career. That does include 49 starts. So this Eagles defense getting a pretty experienced player. Philadelphia lost Kaiser White, lost TJ Edwards, and now Morrow enters the equation at that backer spot. Played 100% of the snaps in 2022 after being a little bit banged up in 2021. Those 116 total tackles, 11 tackles for loss behind the line of scrimmage as he was somewhat active in the backfield against opposing offenses. Started all 17 games for a bad Bears team. Is known to be a hard worker and a grinder. This is a player who the blue-collar Philadelphians are really going to like, and an underrated coverage linebacker as well. Not a guy who is going to be sent home on a lot of blitz packages, but can drop back and be trusted against the pass game. Before we continue to break this signing down, I want to challenge all of you. Have you seen our free agency coverage? I think it's unrivaled here on YouTube. Who's going this deep on these signings as fast as we are, doing live shows as well, interacting with the audience? You see the numbers here. We are 80 people away from 43,000 subscribers. Can we get there with this video? Lock us in. Subscribe to Philadelphia Eagles now. I'm Chase Sr., grew up in Westchester, diehard Birds fan, and to be able to talk about this football team is an absolute blast. 80 subscribers gets us to that milestone of 43,000 subs as we're on the road to 50K subs. My read on this signing: this is a classic Howie Roseman value deal. One-year contract for Nicholas Morrow. Looks to be the Kaiser White replacement. And I'm interested to see what the starting backers are going to be for Sean Desai's defense. I think Nakobe Dean is going to slide in there for TJ Edwards. He's going to wear the green dot on that helmet. The plays are going to be relayed to him. A little bit undersized for Nakobe Dean, but his instinctual style, play diagnosing skills, when he did get limited reps last year, when he did play, I thought that you saw that he was able to read what the offenses were doing, makes up for that lack of size with some of those diagnosing skills. So I think he's going to be your middle linebacker. And of course, Sean Desai, like Vic Fangio, as he is a Vic Fangio disciple, is going to have a multiple defense. You'll see some 4-3 fronts. You'll see 4 down defensive linemen. You'll see 3 down defensive linemen with Hassan Reddick being the stand-up pass rusher. But the starting linebackers, I think you're going to see Nicholas Morrow, Nakobe Dean, Hassan Reddick, and then also factoring into that equation too, you'll see a little bit of Sean Bradley and maybe some more of Patrick Johnson as well. And really with this defense, I think you're seeing that they're going to have a good pass rush once again. The secondary is going to be pretty solid by bringing back Darius Slay as well as James Bradbury. We'll see what happens at safety. They signed yesterday Justin Evans. We broke that signing down. You have Reed Blankenship. Maybe they address safety once again in free agency with another veteran out there. If Kevin Byard becomes available via trade market, as Philadelphia's own Kevin Byard could be traded or even released by Tennessee, or they could address that safety position in the 2023 NFL Draft. For Morrow, let's go back to him and circle back to the player that he is. Played middle linebacker last year for Chicago until the Roquan Smith trade. Then once Roquan Smith was traded to the Baltimore Ravens, he switched over to weak side backer. That's where he's better suited. Versatile player who throughout his NFL career in nearly 50 starts, can play all three spots: weak side backer, middle linebacker, as well as strong side backer. So with that, our first poll question of today's show: treat it like a sports talk radio call-in line. This is YouTube, right? So we want to hear from you down in the comment section. Bird Gang, share your thoughts. Do you like the signing of Nicholas Morrow? L for like, D for dislike. Let me know and sound off. Here's a look at his specific stats for 2022. Mentioned a couple of times here today, those 116 total tackles, 11 tackles for loss, 2 pass breakups to go along with 1 interception. And here's how he stacks up year by year throughout his NFL career. First 4 years in the National Football League, played with the Oakland Raiders, then the Las Vegas Raiders. As a rookie, made the club as an undrafted free agent playing at Greenville, very small Division III school in Illinois. Played in all 16 games, a lot of times as a special teamer, so he offers you that as well. 5 starts, 60 tackles as a rook. The following year, 43 tackles in 16 games and 5 starts. And really what you're seeing here, 2019, 73 tackles, 16 games, 8 starts. 2020, 78 tackles, 14 games, 11 starts. Then signed that 1-year deal with Chicago and had his best year. 116 tackles, 17 games, and 17 starts. Going back to that point that I was about to make, you see the consistent theme here. He has not missed a lot of action throughout his NFL career. While he might be a little undersized at 6 foot, 216 pounds, he has been very durable. And why this is also a classic Howie Roseman deal. He says F paying linebackers, right? He doesn't pay linebackers a lot of big money. Kaiser White leaves for more cash. TJ Edwards leaves for $12 million guaranteed. Now you're paying Nakobe Dean on a rookie contract. I don't really consider Hassan Reddick to be a true linebacker, more of just a pass rush specialist. You're paying him $15 million a year. And for him to have 19 and a half sacks combined in the regular season and in the playoffs, that's well worth it. And for Morrow now, I imagine it is going to be a cheap deal. So undrafted free agent for Nicholas Morrow. Played his college football at Greenville, D3 level, 6 foot, 216 pounds, a pretty cool path for him, and that professional path now leads to him playing for the defending NFC champions, and will have an opportunity to win that sought-after Super Bowl as Philadelphia looks to get back to the promised land and this time seal the deal, F the Chiefs. If you want to interact with me on Twitter and Instagram, you see the handles here at Chase_Senior. You can tell me, Chase, I love this show. Chase, I think you're a fraud. I hate the show. You can say whatever you want to me, unfiltered, on Twitter and Instagram. Just make sure you give me a follow. And if you're still kicking it with us here, this late in our breaking news video, early on a Tuesday, give me a real one down in the comment section. Real one, roll call. The real ones know what to do. Appreciate all of you for watching Philadelphia Eagles Now. If another signing happens, we have you covered. We'll break it down. That's why you subscribe. Most importantly, though, that's why you turn on your notifications. And to the Noti Gang, we appreciate y'all as well.